What is so special about Jamaica, man?
About Jamaica, everything special about Jamaica. Everything. From the name to the visit to the experience of living here. That's it. There's no place in the world like Jamaica. You have to come here to experience it. Once you go, you know.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I woke up in paradise. Have you ever been to paradise before? Do you know how it feels like to be in paradise? Let me know in the comment section, because it feels like I'm dreaming, because what my naked eyes is seeing is unbelievable. It's absolutely unimaginable, because where I am is absolutely stunning, man. It's like I'm standing on top of a cliff, and what my naked eyes is seeing, I feel like when God was creating Jamaica, he stopped and was like, you know what? Let me make sure that everything is in Portland, because I have traveled the entire Jamaica, and I must say that indeed I kept the best for the last. Jamaica has an enchanting beauty, but that of Portland is on another captivating level. What do I mean by that? I believe when God was holding the creative bucket, he slept and everything fell in this parish. I mean, Portland is known for its natural beauty with extremely scenic views. This parish is blessed with a popping oceanic blue color and a carpet of white sand beaches. Aside that, it is blessed with large green vegetation, complemented with many beautiful waterfalls and rivers. Portland is located on the northeast coast of the island of Jamaica, with its capital popularly known as Port Antonio. Portland is the home of the Blues. I mean, if you're a football fan, you might think that I'm talking about Chelsea, but hell no. Portland is the home of the Blue Lagoon and the Blue Mountain, which is actually the highest mountain in Jamaica, and I can't believe that I spent 4 hours climbing this mountain. I mean, it was a pleasure kissing the peak of Jamaica.
Hi, my name is Lisa Hanno. I am a Member of Parliament in Jamaica. I've been the Member of Parliament for 4 terms, nearly 20 years. And I was the former Miss World. I was Miss World 1993, where I won in South Africa.
Miss World 1993 is Miss Jamaica.
Jamaica is the most beautiful island in the Caribbean, and we punch way above our weight class, because anything good in the world that people associate, whether it's with food, whether it's with athletics, whether it is with ideology, whether it is with freedom, resilience, courage, is Jamaican. And certainly our music has been a vanguard of freedom for many countries in Africa. We were at the forefront of the liberation movement for many African nations, Zimbabwe, Angola, and certainly at the forefront of the apartheid movement in terms of our music and musicians. And so Africa for Jamaica plays a very, very seminal role in our own identity. It's in our purpose, it is who we are. And I believe too that for Africans, Jamaica plays a special role in their psyche, because of how we have stood up with our African brothers and sisters over many, many years in terms of their own struggles and in terms of South-South cooperation and trade. And I'm really happy, and I've been an advocate for better trade relations between Africa and the Caribbean. So happy to have you guys here, and keep coming.
And that is why I am super excited to be here connecting the dots.
Them and everything. Me I wanna hear subscribe at Jamaica dog. Come out the van and hear me up good dog. I want your subscriber them. Big up, hear that? The boss then Jamaica, one love. Your people everywhere you go, brother.
Yeah.
You do good, keep up the good work. You see that?
We have Africans watching you. What message do you have for them?
All right, keep positive. And for the 2024, more blessing, more guidance, prosperity, more money, more protection and life. That is it. That's it.
I'm really having a lot of fun in Jamaica, but trust me, fun won't be complete if you don't learn anything new. So I just want us to throw back to Jamaica's history before emancipation.
Jamaica was originally inhabited by the people they refer to as the Taínos, which is a part of the indigenous groupings that were here in what we call today the Americas, right? It was colonized by Spain, you know, with the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the 1490s.
So Jamaica became a Spanish colony, making Sevilla the first city and the capital of Jamaica. And in the year 1538, the capital was moved to Spanish Town. Where are we right now?
We're in Spanish Town.
On our way to the former capital of Jamaica, we came across one of the oldest bridges in Jamaica that connects the former capital to the current capital of Jamaica, which is Kingston. What's the name of this bridge, by the way?
This is the old iron bridge connecting Spanish Town to Kingston. It was built around 1800, and then after some time, the government decided then they should build a new bridge. You know, as it got older, you can see old iron bridge, the iron rusting a little bit, but the bridge is still good for foot traffic and bicycles, but not for motor vehicles anymore. The new bridge was built over there to accommodate the motor vehicle traffic.
And I would say the oldest bridge in Jamaica is the flat bridge.
Yes, the flat bridge, which was built in the 1700s, and that connects, well, that's in St. Catherine also, but that was before the highway, that was the route we used to have to drive to get to St. Anne. And you know, that bridge is wide, it still takes motor vehicle traffic, it doesn't have any railings, but it was built by enslaved Africans, many of whom lost their lives to build it, and some Jamaicans even say it's still haunted by that, you know, and there are times when there are motor vehicles that inexplicably end up going over that bridge, and the water is not that deep there. You would think that, you know, and people do die and lose their lives.
But if he's saying that the flat bridge was built by enslaved Africans, I also believe that the iron bridge was also built by enslaved Africans, because I don't think these guys were building anything by themselves.
Yeah, absolutely right. And in 1800, the emancipation had not come yet. So whereas this bridge might have been designed by a British company, and I think the iron might have been manufactured by a Dutch company, the actual physical labor would have been done by Africans and enslaved Africans.
Jamaica was later captured by the British from the Spanish in the year 1655.
Both the British and the Spanish engaged in the transatlantic slave trade, which was the illegal trafficking, you know, kidnapping and forced labor of Africans, stolen from Africa, all over Africa, not just West Africa, because they moved Africans around to various forts and moved them just like you see them move cargo nowadays. Sometimes from one fort to the other, staying in different places for different periods of time until you arrived at your final destination.
And that is why the word emancipation means a lot to Africans living in the Caribbean, United States, and South America. It's more like the word independence for Africans living in Africa. It simply means freedom for the people.
Celebrating Black freedom across the state of Florida. I'm Alberto Camargo in the downtown Tallahassee neighborhood. On these steps of the Knott House, the Emancipation Proclamation was first read to the people of Tallahassee.
Drums, color, food, and beautiful craft all formed part of Monday's celebration of the 2022 Emancipation Day.
Where I am is called Emancipation Square, and this is the exact same location where Jamaica's Emancipation Proclamation was read in the year 1834.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery.
None but the yourself into our mind.
Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can. This is where the Emancipation Proclamation was read in 1834.
It was from these steps that the reading of the proclamation abolishing slavery was done. 1838, full freedom, right? So they had a ceremony at what we call the Philippo Baptist Church. It was the only black church in Spanish Town, right? So they had the ceremony there, walk come down Market Street, and then they came right to the steps here and read that proclamation. Well, this was the capital of Jamaica at the time. Spanish Town became the capital from the 1530s, 34 actually, right? The Spanish were the ones who came and formally set up this area as a colonial space, because the Tainos were the first inhabitants of of the island.
If you have been to Jamaica before, right in the heart of the capital of Jamaica, there lies a beautiful park, also called Emancipation Park.
So our emancipation was all the way in 1838, but this park was actually built in 2002. So a long time after, long overdue, but like you said, it commemorates our freedom, celebrates the overcoming that we had to go through, and yeah, it's a beautiful park right in the middle of our business district, New Kingston. Halfway Tree is also near, Crossroads is near, so it's really the connecting force of a lot of areas in the Kingston.
It's now more like a park,
yep,
a recreational park.
Yep, there's a walking and running trail, so a lot of the fitness community in Jamaica, they love to, run and walk in their groups. As you can see, people just relax, entrance is free, so it's good to have a nice green space with some water in the middle of such a busy city. Yeah.
And the fact that this same place celebrates national heroes?
Absolutely. So here you see the monuments of our 7 national heroes. Each of them is represented here, and yeah, if you walk, you can read a little bit about the actual people who fought for our emancipation or freedom and what Jamaica is today.
I know that Marcus Garvey never fought for emancipation.
He did not, but Jamaica wouldn't be what it is without him, without his philosophies. And you being here, it's like a, dare I say, reincarnation, you know what I mean?
Kingston is the capital of Jamaica, but did you know that Port Royal was once the unofficial capital of Jamaica?
There is one town that everyone out there is telling me I need to visit whenever I find myself in Jamaica. Your wish has always been my command. I am currently in Port Royal, one of the most historic towns right here in Kingston, Jamaica. And listen, I would love to jump down there. You know why? Because there's an entire city down there. Can you believe it? Do you want to tell me more?
Absolutely. So we're here in Port Royal.
Okay.
And
first of all, what is so unique about Port Royal?
So it's a coastal town. It used to actually be an island by itself.
Oh,
but
wow.
after an earthquake that happened in 1692, the sand emerged from underwater. A lot of things happened. A whole part of the city completely fell underwater. So we're at a very special location right now, about 30 feet under us. It's a complete city. Everything is basically preserved. If we were to dive down there right now, we'd see it all.
I would love to dive down there because I'm an Olympic swimmer, by the way.
I believe you.
Yeah, it's just that my feet does not touch water, but I mean, people go down there.
Most definitely. So there are treasures down there. Every now and then people get permission to dive and bring up all sorts of precious stones, precious metals as well. So the pirates were known to control this entire city after the British came here in about 1655. So there was a lot of gambling, a lot of alcohol, a lot of indulgence in women, all sorts of evil things, abominable things happening, but
that doesn't mean God intentionally punished the people that lived in here?
That's what the story says. So essentially it was just a city comparable to Sodom and Gomorrah, and just as how he destroyed that city, it said that Port Royal definitely needed to be cleansed, and so he just made it go underwater.
So this is the remaining city?
Yep, these are the remains of the town. Right now, it's the most peaceful, one of the most beautiful towns on the island. I hear that people sleep with their doors open here.
Wow.
It's very close-knit, and there's also the fort nearby where you can see all of the relics from that era, the cannons, the brick walls. Back then, they didn't have cement, so they built everything with like molasses and sand and limestone and just put up these really cool structures. So, yeah.
I think we have to walk through the town just to check it out. Why not? I really love the layout of the houses in Port Royal.
Absolutely. So the houses we're looking at, they've been here for decades upon decades, exactly as they are. And one thing about them is that you'll find they're very colorful. So we're looking at lots of bright oranges, pinks, greens. So it's just a very pretty town to walk around, to clear your mind. Plus it's right by the ocean. Like, what more could you ask for?
Do you love Port Royal?
Every day.
Every day? What makes you love it every day?
Because I born here. It's a nice place to live.
Ah.
No violence or nothing in the community. It's the best community in the world to live with now.
Oh my goodness. I love that. The best community to live in the entire world, man. What is this?
That's the earthquake.
June 7th.
That is when the earthquake happened in a Port Royal.
Wow.
1692.
Okay. Ah, so you are the descendant of the people that went down there.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Your name is Abba. April. My name is April, but they call me Abba.
Abba. They call you Abba. You know, Abba is from Ghana.
Eh?
Africa. I'm from Africa.
Oh, well, I'm from Port Royal. I born here, and I love here, and I live here. I would never leave here for dollar.
Yeah, you never live here. But Abba means somebody who is born on Thursday in Ghana. Did you know that?
Eh?
It's spelled A-B. How do you spell Abba?
No, A-B-B-A, but Abba is spelled A-P-R-I-L.
That's so cool. Nice to meet you. Ah, respect. You're the same. Listen, Marcus Garvey, they call him Marcus Garvey, man. As you come here. Hi. How are you, man?
Good, man.
Good to see you. Oh, Marcus. Am I really Marcus Garvey, man? That's Marcus, come here. Hi, how are you?
Big thing myself, man.
Thank you, man. I am good. Everything nice, man. Nice to meet you. So cute, you're laughing. You wanna come? Come and say hello to me. You're so cool. You say hello to me. Shake my hand. I am from Africa, yeah? But which country in Africa do you think I'm from?
South.
South Africa? No. Keep guessing. One more. One more. You don't know it? Huh? I'm from West Africa.
Oh, West Africa.
But West Africa, I'm from Ghana.
Oh.
Do you know Ghana?
Yeah.
Not Guyana. Guyana is in South America.
You don't know Ghana in Africa? Oh.
Ghana. You don't know Ghana? Ghana is the best country in the whole world. What a lovely family living in a serene, peaceful environment. I mean, this is definitely my kind of place. If I ever get a chance to move to Jamaica, I would definitely choose Port Royal. But I know that most of you, whenever you travel, you just want to find yourself in the capital city, which is Kingston. I've shown you New Kingston, I've shown you downtown Kingston, but there's one place that I feel like it's so busy, but yet unknown. Initially, when I came in here, I heard halfway tree, but the right word is halfway tree. I feel like this is actually the busiest part of Kingston.
Yes, it is.
Why do you think it's the busiest spot?
Because we have a lot of businesses here, small businesses, commercial buildings, and the food spots where you can go to.
And is this a bus terminal?
Yes, this is a bus terminal.
Ooh. It's like all the buses?
Yes.
That connect the entire city is here? Or?
Yes. So we call here the transport center.
The transport center.
So you have different buses that goes to different routes, like the Agley Park area, the Portmore area, the Meadowbrook area, the Havendale area, the Papini area. So you have a lot of buses. The Boulevard area.
Okay.
Spanish Town.
So I guess this place connects the entire city.
That's right.
That's so cool. I mean, take a walk with me, man. I want to walk around a little bit.
So you're entering from this area?
Where is this area? You know, like shops like this?
Yeah.
Back in Africa, it's also the same thing?
Yes.
That's amazing. Hi. What is here? Is that like, looks like a park?
So there is an entrance also to the park.
What is the name of the park?
Mandela Park.
Mandela? The South African? Did you know that?
No.
You don't know? So this park is actually named after Nelson Mandela. Oh, that's so cool. Is it a recreational park? What happens here?
So persons sit here, hang out. Also, do you know that most of our dancers use this spot to do their routines? Yes.
I hope it's not a dance hall.
No.
Not a dance hall?
Well, a mixture of everything. Cultural, everything.
The dance hall is crazy sometimes.
So yeah, they use this to do, and they keep like events here, like launches, as you can see. There's an open space down there. They'll decorate this space, like if they're keeping anything like for Valentine's, back to school treats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm so happy to see that this place is named after Nelson Mandela from South Africa. It means that Jamaicans really embrace their roots and really respect leaders that came from the continent. Thank you, Jamaica. The building you're seeing behind me is not the White House, but I guess it's greater than the White House. Why do I say so? Because this place right here is a historical landmark celebrated by most Jamaicans. You know why? Because this is the home of the first ever black millionaires. The reason why I'm excited to be here is the fact that my people came out of the shackles and became millionaires. Believe me, I'm inspired by what I'm seeing. Can you tell me more?
Absolutely. So welcome to Devon House, everybody. Like Maya said, this is the home of the very first black millionaire.
Wait.
Yep.
A round of applause, man. And this alone should tell you that it's about time for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. This year, we're not joking. We're going to be back to back for you. But in order for us to be motivated, I mean, help us hit 2 million. Thank you.
So George Steeble, of course, this was in the period of emancipation, not too long after, and he had amassed some wealth while being in Venezuela for a bit. And of course, like a true Pan-African, he had to come back home to build with the wealth that he had gained. And so he constructed this beautiful mansion right here in Kingston, Jamaica. It's still standing today, and we call it Devon House now. It's one of our iconic date spots. It's very central, lush greenery, open for admission, it's free. So lots of people are actually here today having a picnic or just having a good time. I'll get to the ice cream soon, but I actually want to point out that road that's going right across there. It's called Lady Musgrave Road. And Lady Musgrave was the governor's wife at the time. And she was so upset every time she had to pass along this road right in front of the view of the mansion. She was like, no, I need somebody to build a road. I can't look at this black millionaire's wealth and this mansion and what it represents. So please bypass this, get somewhere else for me to drive. And funny enough, the road is still called Lady Musgrave Road today. I don't know why that is. Jamaica, we need to change that and rename it. But yeah, welcome to Devon House. One of the best places in the world. This is a real list to have ice cream. So
I think it's about time for me to get that ice cream.
Yep.
Different flavors. I gotta taste it. But before I taste the ice cream, I want to tell you something. If you're a Jamaican and you walk here every single day, this should inspire you to know that if your fellow black man did it, you can also do it too. Another thing that I want to let you know, if you're a Jamaican living in the diaspora, you've acquired a lot of wealth, you've acquired a lot of knowledge, you've acquired skills. Bring that skills back home. And then when you come back home, build your wealth, increase your wealth, you take some of the wealth to the motherland. Africa is calling. Come and invest in Africa too. We're waiting for you. It's about time to come back home. You don't agree with me with that?
I 100% agree.
Because he came back home. And look at what he did. And believe me, if he did this in the same country that he was, trust me, he won't be celebrated like the way we are here to learn about him.
Yeah.
When you play on home grounds, what happens? You score more goals.
That's true, that's true. Yeah, it's really a story of resilience because, as you can imagine, the late 1800s, this was absolutely unheard of. This level of wealth, this level of land ownership was absolutely out of this world, right in the capital city of Jamaica. So it's definitely inspiring. And even though we pass this every day as Jamaicans, it's good to take a step back and really reflect on the symbolism and what this really means for us historically, culturally.
After all said and done, it's about time for us to try one of the best ice cream in the whole world. And guess what? It's right here in Jamaica, inside Devon's house. Wow! What will you recommend? I'm new here, man. I want to get the best ice cream. And I'm going to rate it, you know? So, can I have the best one? Finally got it, and I need to taste it. But first of all, it looks like a whole house, you know. It's like you're building a mansion. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers with ice cream?
With ice cream.
It's only in Jamaica. I'm not a big fan of ice cream, but this is the best ice cream I've ever tasted in the whole world.
Are you being real?
No, I swear to you. Like if you give me an ice cream, I'll tell you no.
Okay, okay.
I told you earlier that I'm not a big fan.
That's true.
But this is so good. I know you all are enjoying the Jamaican series just as I enjoy filming them. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, and be part of this awesome channel. And I will see you in another Jamaican video. Bye.